Afternoon, tubers.
Afternoon, tubers.
As promised, Kathy and I are going to make one of our favorites, tempura dipped green beans in a spicy horseradish dipping sauce. Yeah, quick, easy, fun. It doesn't have to just be green beans. It could be shrimp. It could be scallops, whatever you want. But today's,
mushrooms.
Yes, anything. But today's going to be the green beans. So, get your first thing going, which is your cocktail of choice, and ours is strawberry mineral water.
Sparkling water.
And you don't have to just save the good crystal for drinks. You can have some seltzer. Great.
That's good.
All right, we're going to do our homemade tempura batter. You can buy the little boxes in the store. They're about $5-6, or you could do it fresh from home. Okay, so what we're going to do is take a cup of flour. Don't use cake flour, all-purpose flour. Cup of that. Actually, that's a half a cup.
It is half a cup of flour.
Half a cup of flour. Half a cup of cornstarch. Okay, right in with your flour bowl.
All the dry ingredients.
Then you've got your
1 teaspoon.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Teaspoon of salt. Boop. And goes that.
No, did you do the salt? Because
yes.
The salt is half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon of salt.
Right.
Then we've got our baking powder.
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And salt. Which I still have some infused stuff in here, so you don't want to do that. Anyway.
And did you already do your 1 teaspoon sugar?
This is my 1 teaspoon of sugar.
Gotcha.
Everything here, look, keep your working area clean. I mean, that's number 1.
So we'll go over it again. That was a half a cup of flour.
Half a cup of flour.
Half a cup of cornstarch. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of sugar and half teaspoon of salt. Mix the dry ingredients.
Mix your dry ingredients. You can sift it, but you know what? If you got a little whisk, a lot of people think, oh gosh, these whisks are cute. They really do have a purpose. I just like whisking it together. You can whisk dry ingredients. It doesn't have to be just wet, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of these dry ingredients and shake it like a wet dog, okay? I'm going to put my dry ingredients away. Again, you got your green beans. What I have here is 1 egg. I'm just going to whisk it real quick.
The entire egg. Now, sometimes recipes call for just, and that'll be coming up later because we did a little brain fart as far as cooking supplies. Sometimes the recipe calls for just an egg yolk, or sometimes the whole egg, or sometimes just the egg white. For this recipe,
is a whole egg yolk and white. And we're going to add this to 2/3 a cup ice water. It has to be cold because you want to emulsify the egg in the water. Now, see, you can use an egg and beat it, and then your water and beat it, and then pour it into a 3rd receptacle, but you know what? Save on dishes. I mean, it's all going in the same place anyways, right? Again, keep your work area clean. Keep it clean. Then what I'm going to do is whisk these together. Don't want to whisk too much, because you'll get it too foamy, almost to a meringue kind of a thickness, and you
don't want it frothy.
You don't want it. Okay, see how these suds are at the top a little bit? That's good. That's about right where you want it. Now, the rule of thumb is to have this in the bigger bowl and this in the smaller bowl. You want to add your dries to your wet, not your wet to your dry, but because of time, we're going to add a little bit at a time. I'm just going to whisk in my...
Hold on, let me hold it for you.
I'm just going to whisk that in real quick. Put this over here. Got it.
Got it.
You don't want to whip out or whisk out the lumps. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Just get it nice and mixed, and I'll show you the consistency. Again, get it off the sides. You don't want big giant pockets of your dry ingredients. Nothing like getting a tempura batter. You still want it a little bit lumpy, but you don't want a full mouth like a bite of like baking soda, because you're going to go and it'll be nasty. So again, just get your corners, okay? It's all in the wrist. Sick like a wet dog. Oh, now answering some of the questions some of you posed yesterday. Well, anyway. If I had to go someplace for a week, where would it be? Oh, God. Lords. That's a no-brainer for me. Okay, see how it's kind of like pancake batter? I didn't whisk it to where all the lumps are out. You can still see some lumps. I'm going to set that aside. That's our homemade tempura batter. And you don't want to make big giant batches of it because you don't want to reuse it. Especially if you're using fish like shrimp to...
Yeah, you always want to use it fresh. This was our faux pas for our spicy dipping sauce. We didn't have mayonnaise, so we had to...
Homemade mayonnaise, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing.
We had to make our homemade. We're not going to get into that because that's not necessary. For the convenience of working families and having limited time, you could still do beautiful homemade meals. Cut corners where you can. Get mayonnaise in the jar. Get the stuff already done if you can, the tempura batter. Get it all already done if you can. But if you have more time, take time to make it fresh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm taking my fresh green beans. Buy them at the store. They're like 30 cents a pound. Just pinch the ends off and let them sit in a nice cold ice bath with just a pinch of salt until you need them. I'm going to put them over here by the deep fryer. Again, yesterday's video, we had an oil spill, but we did do that on purpose. Just have towels ready. I'm going to have my beans here, my tempura batter here, and when it comes out of the oil, hot oil, I'm going to place them right here. I'm going to flip it over to Kath. She's going to make the spicy horsey sauce.
Okay, but I'm going to need that.
Okay.
Okay, so see, I'm not going to even... What we're going to need is this, and again, what I meant about cutting corners when you can. Fresh garlic is always best.
Yes.
This is the minced garlic. It equals approximately 6 cloves of garlic.
6 cloves of garlic. And you don't have to get fancy, but if you do want to do your own, do your own. You obviously take off the skin and what have you.
Can I have a spoon behind you?
Absolutely. What kind of...
like it's just a tablespoon.
Okay.
And I'll wait.
No, I got it here.
Okay, so the thing is, thank you, about 6 cloves of garlic. Alrighty. Alright. I'm sorry, I love garlic. So I'm
right in the blender. And you know what? You can add more or less, because like my husband, when we put a lot of garlic and stuff, it kind of upsets his stomach, so not a good deal.
Now this is sriracha hot chili sauce. Good in any type of recipes where it asks for spicy stuff.
Oh, and it's so
this
good.
You can find at any
And you can make it yourself, and if you want, we could do a hot chili sauce on a future tour.
It's so aromatic and so good. We're going to need 2.5 tablespoons of this.
Yum.
Always have your child's spoiler ready. That's what we called it when we were growing up, because after your mom made brownies or cake, you got to lick it. Okay, 2.5 tablespoons.
Again, if you want more, add more. If it's too spicy for you, then back up on it the next time.
Alright. Then we want to add...
Here's your killer right here.
Half a teaspoon
of prepared
horseradish.
And prepared, folks, just means that you've either reduced it in a blender. You don't want to put root in there because it gets really, really bitter. So prepared is the horseradish you find in the store. Okay. The more you add, the spicier your spicy sauce is going to be. The less you add, it mellows it out a little. Okay. So anyway.
Next we're going to add
right into the blender, people. Just right into the blender.
About 6 green tails, just the white part. White parts, you want to cut out.
You want a little bit of green. Yeah, you want a little bit of green.
And a little bit of green and a lot of the white part. About 6 of those, and this is where I'm going to get crafty. About a cup of mayo.
A cup.
A cup of homemade mayo. That's about right. Love it. Okay, so what we're going to do...
Just go ahead and put that down. I'll move your utensils.
Okay.
Take that.
Over here. And then we want to do...
Just make sure you put it here. See, we're just stacking stuff. Dishwasher ready for the dirty dishes to go in. Want to rinse it down. You don't want flies getting everywhere. Okay.
And we're just going to stir it first. Get it.
Money. And ladies and gentlemen, if you need to, shut it off first. If you need to mix your ingredients down, if they're not coming down on their own, use your same spatula. Don't dirty more dishes than you have to. Just kind of move it down, okay?
Then mix it back up. And if it sure isn't doing it, go ahead and do a really good mix. Yeah, I want to go to Lourdes, where St. Bernadette, and if I had to take one person, obviously it would be Cathy or my husband. What about you? We'll let that go.
I'd like to see Bora Bora.
Okay, so why don't you hold this on me for a minute?
Okay.
And
we'll do some dipping.
I need a bowl, if you can. Get me a bowl.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
Let me liquefy a little bit more here while she's looking for, what are you looking for, Chris?
Tongers.
Tongers? Didn't we take them out?
No.
Try the other drawer. In this one? Yeah. Other drawer? We have so much space in this kitchen.
I'll go ahead.
We've got 11 minutes.
Okay, let that go.
We're at 11.
Me.
Okay, here we go.
What we're going to do is take off, our oil has been heated. Got a fresh basket. I'll just use this instead of tongs. Keep your basket up. You don't want to drop into the hot oil. Okay, what I'm going to do, just a light dip in my tempura.
Just a light coating. That's all you need, a light coating.
You can put a couple in at a time, it don't matter. For the sake of time, that's what I'm going to do. Again, you don't want to overcrowd your basket. Let some extra drip off.
Yeah, because overcrowding lowers, even if it's not supposed to be frozen or cold, it'll still lower it, the temperature.
Drop in your beans. Again, you could do mushrooms, clean out the caps. You could do shrimp.
Stuff mushrooms with some cheese, some diced onions, some diced pepper.
Get a couple in there. Put them really good. I'm doing it haphazardly because, I'd say, shake them off like a wet dog. Oh, and what other questions were we asked? I forget. Love the video responses. Yes, people, we will show you what to do with leftovers. The recipe we did yesterday with the with the baked dinner, New England baked dinner.
2 nights ago.
We're going to make a nice beef stew tonight. Okay, I'm just going to let that go.
Okay, we're at 12 and a half minutes.
Okay.
Here, you hold this and show the fryer real quick while I let the puppy out.
Oh. No, get that one over there. Because this is prepared Horsey sauce that we've already done. So what Cathy's going to do is add to it, because this will keep in the fridge. If you have a food sealer, do it in a food sealer canister. Cathy's going to add that to our existing Horsey sauce. See how nice and thick that is, and she'll show you while our green beans are cooking up. She'll just scrape that real good out of her.
Just make sure that
blended to me.
make sure your blender's off before you take off the glass part of yours.
Oh.
She's adding that to it. It's a nice thick consistency. And again, folks, it stays so well in the fridge, and dip some chips into it. Hot wings.
You know what I like this Horsey sauce with?
What?
French fries.
Yes, French fries are excellent.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay.
Okay, so you got your Horsey sauce. Put that down, Cap, and I'll...
You just whip it real quick. Whip it good. Correct that whip. We'll be also doing a homemade baked custard today. Let's take a look at our beans, because we're running out of time here. Cathy, you want to?
Yes, I will.
All right. Clean work area. These don't have to be in a long time.
We're almost at 14 minutes.
All right. Make sure your basket's up, or in this case, I'm just going to dump. Okay. You don't have to salt them or anything. Your homemade tempura. Okay.
Always cover your oil, just in case. Ooh. Oh, hurry, I got to announce our...
Got your homemade batter. Those are going to be really hot, really hot. See how crunchy? Listen.
Okay, 14 minutes and a half, 14 and a half.
Kat. Take one.
You try. Let me really quick. A reading for today.
Reading for today.
Hurry, Chris, we're almost out of time. Uh-oh.
Hurry, reading for the day. Go.
Okay, I'm just going to
Do
take...
that one. We got about half. Look at those crunchy beans. Take a bite.
Oh, we have 15 seconds. Sorry.
Dr. Kenneth Ring, Lessons from the Light about near-death experiences. Check it out. Read it. You'll love it. Take a bite, Chris. Hot, hot, hot.
52, 53. How are they? Great?
Oh, Let us know what you think.
Let us know. Peace out.